sit down and I will film a video about things I would want to do before I die. And I've seen so many documentaries on this because everybody seems to talk about it. So I just thought what things I would want for myself to do before I die, and maybe you guys can relate with it. And so I made a list, and yeah, I'm just going to start with it. So the first one has to be just being fearless, doing what you want to do. Because when you're fearless, you just start doing things which previously you thought were not possible, or you thought you were scared to do them. Now when you're doing those things which you previously thought were impossible for you to do, or you thought you would never do something like that, you step out of your comfort zone. And whenever you step out of your comfort zone, you grow. And stepping out of your comfort zone is extremely important for anyone to grow in life. Just be fearless. And something, I'm just trying to be more fearless every day. I'm just trying to be that person who is ready to step out of their limits, to just look beyond the boundaries, look beyond the horizon, and the sky's the limit. The second thing that I would want to do before I die, and which I think I'm still doing, is to not care about other people. I think it's an easier thing said than done, because we all get affected by what other people have to say about us. Whatever our friends have to say, whatever our family has to say, we pay attention to so much of that that it's difficult to hear our own voice on so many days. But I will still say that learn to be unbothered. Learn to value your own opinion over what other people have to say. Because if you constantly just keep paying attention to what other people have to say about you, other people's opinion of you, and other people's perception of what you can achieve, then it's really hard for you to be your very best. None of us knows our complete potential. There is so much inside us which we are totally unaware of. We all have to discover that, and the only way to do that is to be unbothered. There's so many good writers out there, but I do not recommend self-help books, so I will not go there. And that was my number 2. So the next important point is travel. Traveling is extremely important. People are now realizing the importance of travel as compared to the past, when people thought traveling was a luxury, but now everyone realizes that even if traveling is a luxury, there are cheaper ways to travel. And thanks to planes, we really can fly cheap. But the thing is that we need to acknowledge what traveling really does. Traveling should be on our bucket list at all times, because it will literally transform you as a person. The moment you step out of your country, the moment you step out of your city, you are stepping out of your comfort zone. And when you do that, you just learn another level of independence. You know that mom and dad are not coming to save you. You learn how to save your own self. You learn to be your own superhero, which is absolutely amazing. And let's not forget that you tend to meet new people when you're traveling, alone particularly, and even with friends. You interact with other people, and if you're traveling abroad, you meet people with different ethnicities. And traveling will just add to your personality in ways that learning and school and university will never be able to do. So I think traveling is extremely important. Next point has to be something really important. It's really close to my heart, and I think it's really important. It has to be forgiveness. We have to learn how to forgive other people for their mistakes. That's extremely important, because when we think that we can make mistakes, then in the same way, we have to value other people's freedom of choices. And other people can mess things up, and they can be wrong, and they can end up making mistakes. So we have to learn to forgive them. And at the same time, we have to learn to accept our own mistakes and seek forgiveness from other people for whatever that they think that we've done wrong. And it might be that we disagree with it, and we think that we have not done anything to harm them or hurt them, but just for the sake of bringing peace into our lives and in their lives, we should seek forgiveness. And I think nobody will become less of a person if they seek to forgive someone or if they seek forgiveness from someone. I think that has to be the higher path, and it leads to greater self-development. So it has to be one thing which people should do before they die. The next point will be forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is extremely important. We all think forgiving other people is an extremely important thing, but so many times we tend to forget our own selves. We have to learn how to let go of whatever mistakes that we have made. We have to grow above them, and that is the only way that you can succeed in life. If you're always dwelling on the fact that a year back you made some silly mistake, or you said something silly to someone else, or maybe you made a really big mistake, maybe you really messed things up, but so what? This is life. It's very fragile, it's very temporary. Things end, and just in the same way, if our lives are temporary, those mistakes were inside that life. And if we can forgive other people, which we so many times can, then I think we can forgive ourselves also. So please forgive yourself. Okay, the last one. The last one has to be one of my favorites, and I think that's the one which I have started practicing quite recently also. Stop caring about other people and be happy. Do what makes you happy. You have to do things which keep you happy, and they can be really, really trivial things. They can be the life choices you are making. Maybe you will feel you will end up offending the people you love. Maybe you think you will end up offending your parents or your friends or the people you love, and maybe whatever you have to say is not of value to them. But whatever makes you happy should be the prime focus of your life. You have to do the things which will make you and keep you a happy person. If you're not happy, honestly, nothing else really matters. That big salary does not really count. Those 5 digits at the end of that one does not matter. Nothing matters. If you're not happy, you're not happy. So you have to work on developing things that bring you more enrichment, that enrich your soul, that actually strengthen you. And it can be anything. It's not necessarily important that you have to go and climb Mount Everest and, I don't know, be Buddha or something. But you just have to find those little things that bring joy to your life, and that can be a 10-minute meditation session. For me, it can be a 5-minute chat with my cat. She has really important things to say, but I mean, it can be anything. And whatever it is that is bringing you joy, you need to work on developing those things. And whatever people have to say about it, you have to learn to ignore that. That is the most important thing. And in today's time, when we are facing a pandemic where everyone is just frustrated, I think this is more crucial than ever. For anyone who's in this world, we all need to know that we have to love our own selves, and we have to do things that bring us joy and happiness and enrichment and satisfaction and contentment, and all these things only we can provide to ourselves. We cannot look for them in the outside world or inside other people or in other things. We have to search for them inside our own selves. One thing which I feel everyone should do before they die is to actually do whatever inspires you. Do what inspires you. Do things out of your comfort zone. Go ahead, take that train that goes to nowhere. Go ahead and do things that you think were silly and absolutely crazy, and if everyone told you that you're absolutely out of your mind, go ahead and do those things, because they will change you as a person. They will help you to become your future self, your better self, and you have to take that leap of faith and be that person. And you have to learn to face challenges, and you have to learn to be that person who is ready every minute to become that future self. So we need to learn to be more daring. We need to learn to accept changes and then be the change, and that is extremely important. That is only going to happen. You guys if you learn to be fearless. You have to learn to be fearless. No success can come with fear. I believe no success can come with fear. So you have to learn to be fearless. And so this is just what I think about the things to do before anyone dies. And I hope that you guys have your own opinions and you people want to add to whatever I've said. And if you disagree with something, you can just pop it down below. Maybe I will learn something new because, well, none of us are perfect. And I'll see you soon in my next video. Take care. Ciao.